Guys, I hope you're well. It's another day, it's another opportunity, and I want to tell you today that the road to success is never straight. There's going to be some left turns, some diversions, some humps in the road, and it's never a straight road. And I want to start in a place that seems a little bit weird. So at the moment, we have got this kind of worldwide pandemic going around, which is the coronavirus. And last weekend, we had this kind of amazing outbreak, which was in Italy, northern Italy, where I think by Thursday, Friday, there was like about 3 cases. And by the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, that 3 cases had gone to 150. I think they're now talking about over 1,000 people that are infected in northern Italy. Think about what happened in China, where in Wuhan province, a province that nobody even knew existed like 6 weeks ago, but all of a sudden is so famous around the world. Now, these guys have got a situation where 70,000 plus people have been infected, over 1,600 now dead. Incredible. And what it means is that the world now has to adapt and improvise and overcome. In order to beat that infection, in order to beat that spread of the disease, adapt, improvise, overcome. And those are the same attributes that you need for success. I remember there's an ancient story that talks about, in the Bible, about the children of Israel leaving Egypt. And they went on an 11-day journey. And you know how long that 11-day journey took them? It took them 40 years. Now, that is one hell of a diversion, right? But the reality is, did they get to the destination? Absolutely. Was it straightforward? Absolutely not. It's never straightforward. I mean, I think about myself. I started life wanting to be a pilot. I wanted to be a firefighter. I wanted to be an architectural technician. I ended up being a civil engineer, and that never worked out. I didn't enjoy it. So I ended up being a financial advisor. And I went into that arena for 20 odd years, 20 plus years. And then after that, because of financial crash and all the rest of it, I went into the legal sector. Now, I'm not trained as a legal man, but legal is where I found my fit. And the reality is, I don't know where your fit is or where you think your fit is, but it may not be where you think it is. That's the reality. And so I found my fit and I found my success in an arena that I'm not qualified for, but it's worked out really, really well. And so the reality is, was my road to success straightforward? Absolutely not. Did I get there? Yeah, I got there. Have I arrived yet? Absolutely not. You know what? I'll never have arrived, because I want to keep fighting. I want to keep pushing. I want to keep stretching, and I want to keep expanding my goals as the years go by. And so my challenge to you today is, think about where you are and where you want to be. And if you're going through a slump right now, remember, it is normal. Dream, struggle, victory. The road to success is always the same. Some of you guys are in a struggle right now. That's when you fight. That's when you push. That's when you find another way. It may not be as a civil engineer or a financial advisor. It may be somewhere completely different that you never even thought about. I mean, the legal sector, compared to being a pilot, I mean, they're like chalk and cheese, right? The reality is, adapt, improvise, overcome. If we're going to overcome as a global community the coronavirus, then the reality is we're going to have to adapt, improvise, and overcome. Right now, people are having to change their behavior. Schools shutting down, workplace shutting down, airports, diversions, temperatures being taken, all kinds of things, all kinds of boards and corporate governance around the country are now putting coronavirus on the agenda. Why? Because they've got to adapt to this new thing that never existed like 10 weeks ago. Nobody even knew about it. Now it's all the rage. And so that's what happens on your road to success. Things come out the blue, things come from the side, you get blindsided. And even though you set out with the best intentions, sometimes things get in the way. Life gets in the way. But guess what? If it gets in your way, go through it, over it, or under it, or around it. But don't stop. Don't let any wall stop you getting where you need to go. Adapt, improvise, overcome. The road to success is never straight, but if you follow them 3 principles, you'll always get there. Have a great day.